I wasted 2 years of my life, or at least that what I told myself for 24 solid months. I felt like I was falling behind everyone I know, but I was wrong. I made a lot of mistakes. It doesn't mean like I was done that time, but I made what I was convinced were career-ending mistakes. But I was really wrong. I was just fundamentally wrong about what it means to live a life. That period, I thought it was a failure. That one I was desperate to escape from my story, it turned out to be the most important, most productive time of my life. The lesson I learned down in that canyon of despair were things you can get from a book or a course. You have to live them to get it. And today I'm going to share each and every mistakes what I learn from my mistake. I'm going to advise each and everybody who is early 20s and who is just watching my videos. Stay tuned with the video and the till the end. Let's begin the video, guys, and let's go.
Hi, hope you're doing well. And today, maybe you are watching these videos from some or it's coming in your newsfeed. You don't know. Maybe God want to show the videos. So here's the thing. Life is still going up and down, and I'm just sitting around in a nice place, nice park right behind me, the beach, which is connected to another border. And I'm like quite a good, quiet person. I love nature. I love sitting around here. So I'm like in front of the camera. If I talk about myself, almost 5 or 10 years ago, I wasn't the same person. I'm just talking in front of the camera with my second language English. My first language is Bangla. I'm Bengali. So there are a lot of things has been changed. Lot of failures, lot of loss, lot of things happen with me. But why I starting making these videos? I feel like I need to share something with myself. I should need to share some thought with you guys, which you can be related, which you can be you can feel my pain as well. uh, I'm not old enough, I'm not young enough. I'm just thinking about myself, thinking about others, which can be related to you. So if you are like under 20s, if you are middle age, between this time a lot of people they distract, they lost their way, they can focus on that what they really want. But before you give up, before every people give up in this time, I would say something. If you want to listen, please. In this age, a lot of time we do mistakes. Uh, it doesn't mean like if you do a mistake, it doesn't mean it doesn't define your life. It doesn't mean you are done. The thing is, when you learn from your mistake, when you say yourself, if I do mistake, I will learn. But if you are scared when you do mistake, this is the main problem yourself. If I talk about myself, in school in early 2015, one day my teacher in my culture, there are a lot of things happen. I'm sorry to say, in my teacher asked me a paragraph. I have to say that memorize, because my first, as I told you before, my first language is Bangla.
So the thing is, I just learned from the mistake because the teacher was the same shit every time, single time. So I was like thinking, what if I learn something new, and what if I surprise my class? So end of the time, I was learned so many things from here, and I just asked myself why I am still here. I should do something. If I stuck in this same time, I wouldn't be go up. So my turning point wasn't some big. In that moment, it was more like a slow sunrise after a very long night, and it started with one thing. So the first crack in that old mindset came from a conversation with a mentor. I was running down my long list of failures, this whole saga of wasted time, and I was expecting him to either nod along or give me some 5-step plan to get back on track. Instead, he just listened. And when I was done, he asked me a simple question that completely disarmed me. What did you learn from it? I was speechless. I hadn't thought about learning. I had only been thinking about losing. But he pushed me. What did the bad job teach you? What did the failed business teach you? What did the loneliness teach you? So I started to answer. The bad job taught me that what looks good on paper doesn't always feel right in your soul. It taught me my values are more important than a little. The failed business taught me I was more resilient than I ever gave myself credit for. It taught me how to handle rejection, how to manage money under pressure, and how to ask for help. A skill I had never learned. The loneliness. It taught me how to be my own best friend. It's forced me to sit with my own thoughts and actually find comfort in my own company. As I said these things out loud, I could literally feel the weight on my chest start to lift. For the first time, I was looking at my past through the lens of failure, but through the lens of knowledge. It changed everything. We feel regret because we think we made the wrong choice. But what if there's no such things? The truth is, what if every choice, even the one that ends in disappointment, it's just a lesson you could not have learned any other way? I realized that obsessing over wasted time is just wasting more time. I had to stop seeing my mistake as failure and start seeing them as the tuition I paid for my real education. So the lesson I learned, that shift is perspective, unlocked everything for me. And when I stopped judging my past and started studying it, I found three powerful lessons that have pretty much become the foundation of my life now. I learned the difference between movement and direction. For years, I was just obsessed with movement. I wanted to do something, anything, just to feel like I was keeping up. I was taking jobs, starting projects, making these decisions, all based on this desperate needs to look busy and productive. I was running, but I had no clue where I was actually going. Those 2 wasted years forced me to stop. The dead ends and failure weren't just roadblocks; they were signposts. They were yelling at me, "Hey, this isn't your path." Failure has incredible way to showing you what you are not meant to do, which is turn shows you what you are meant to do. My failure were a process of elimination. They stripped away all the identities and paths that weren't mine, leaving me with a much clearer picture, my real strength and passion. It's like what Thomas Edison said about light bulb. I have not failed. I have just found thousand year ways that won't work. My wasted time and wasn't wasted at all. It was R&D for my life. Progress isn't about how fast you are moving. It's about making sure you are pointed in the right direction. By the way, if this idea is hitting some for you and you want more content about navigation, life detours, think about subscribing to channel. No pressure, but it does means a lot for me. Number two, the lesson I learned: true productivity is self-discovery, not just output. Our culture glorifies a really narrow idea of productivity. It's all about how many tasks you check off, how much money you make, how many goals you hit. But my time in the taught me this deeper, more meaningful kind of productivity, the work of self discovery. When all the external signs of success were gone, the job title, the finished project, the stable relationship, I had to look inward. I had to ask myself hard question: who I am without these things? What do I actually care about where nobody watching? What is my why? Answering those questions is the most productive work anyone can ever do, because your why is the only thing that will keep you going where things. If you are watching this and you feel like you are behind, like you have wasted time or taken wrong turn, I want to reframe that thought right now. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You are on your own timeline, and that's more than okay. That detours the mistake, the so-called wasted time. That is your not failure. That is your education. That is your story.